the relationship of the West with India is in a declining mode.
That the American government gives very, very importance to anybody killing their citizen. In their own in America itself, there will be people who will question them that a person came to America and killed an American. India thought, or India, the planners who did all this, they thought that they can get away with it. If that happens, it will give a very, very big, problem. They are doing for example, in a country like Pakistan, they will do it at one go.
Indian effort to malign the image of Canada through fake news.
In Canada already, as per my knowledge and information is that the Sikhs and the Hindus there is a lot of difference now, because a lot of people, a lot of Muslims I have seen, because our business people, they are the Muslims who can afford it are shifting outside India. You see, India can't at this point of time. The world has not yet reached a stage where they can oppose American policy internationally.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Munawar Hussain, and with us is Dr. Mubin Shah, a known Kashmiri leader. He belongs to Indian held Kashmir, a prominent businessman of Turkey. Now he is in Turkey at this moment. Dr. Mubin Shah, first of all, thank you very much for your time for our show. Dr. Saab, we are listening many news from the Western countries regarding India, and such news are reflecting the fact that the relationship of the West with India is in a declining mode. For instance, Switzerland has removed FMN status of India. Second, Matthew Miller yesterday, he gave a weekly briefing. He is a spokesperson of the State Department of the United States. He said that India must focus on the investigation regarding the plot about the assassination of American citizen in America by the Indians. And he said that India must stop saying that America is trying to destabilize India. And today, there is again a news from the CBC from Toronto, and this is investigation report. This investigation report says that bots and Indian TV push fake news about Canada in wake of Hindu temple clashes. And they say that they have discovered hundreds of suspicious accounts boosting misleading information from Canadian influencers. So, sir, what is going on between West and India, by the way?
No, I think there is a pattern. Number one is very important. We have to understand that the American government gives very, very importance to anybody killing their citizen. It is the most important thing for America as such, because that shows their power, that if they are able to safeguard their own citizens. I know I can I have I can know about a certain examples. For example, even in the case of an American citizen who was stuck in a flood, when floods came to Kashmir in 2014, and he was the one Kashmiri who is an American citizen was stuck in a place. They sent the helicopter right from Delhi to lift him. So it is the American government who are very concerned about their citizens, and if they give that necessary preference to the American citizen, that certainly brings pride to the citizen who, from whatever community he is, whatever ethnic background he is. We have seen, he was basically a Kashmiri, and he was stuck in, but he was an American citizen. So, but the point is that is my point. They are very, 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 very particular about this, and that is also an important point. We have to understand this. It is not like our countries, South Asian countries. Pakistani dies, Indian dies, the government is not worried. Now, lately, India has, or even Pakistan, copying both of them, sometimes, but a lot of people have to suffer somewhere in some country, then they send their embassy people, these people. But in the case of America, even for a single person, they will take necessary trouble. So this is one part of it.
Mm.
The another
So
part of
it is
it,
a good thing. I mean, a state has
yes,
to take care of its citizen. Yes.
exactly, it is, it is, it is. Now, keeping that into view, it is very important for the American government because it is answerable. It is not that it is not answerable. In their own, in America itself, there will be people who will question them that a person came to America and killed an American. How is it? How can you we accept that? So
Mm-hmm.
this is another aspect. So,
Mm.
so third is now India thought, or India, the planners who did all this, they thought that they can get away with it,
Mm.
because it is some other country, जैसे वो बोलते हैं पंजाबी में लालू पंजू कंपनी
Mm.
है आप समझे मेरी बात. So
Mm.
this is what it is. So they are strictly according to what they feel is good for their country, for their citizens, and they will work for it.
Mm.
So, and another aspect is ki there is also an aspect that they want to show its place,
Mm.
you know, its place. Although it did cry a lot to let us say Canada, but America, I don't think they can do. They can show their eyes to them, because we have to understand. See, that is why whenever I write somewhere or I say put sanctions, put sanctions, put sanctions. Why? Because economic sanctions, particularly economic sanctions, India is dependent on trade to America. It is one of their biggest trading partners, and
Especially
it
in
is one
IT
of,
sector.
yeah, not only IT sector. It is one of the very few states where they have a surplus.
Mm.
India has a surplus. Their exports to USA are more than their imports. you
Mm.
know, so if that happens, it will give a very, very big problem. Now you can see slowly the Indian currency is also going down. But my point is this thing, that it is all a pattern, and you
Mm.
have to understand that they will put pressure on. They are doing for example, in a country like Pakistan, they will do it one at one go.
Mm.
The steps may be only one or two or three. In case of India, if they don't straighten up, it will take time. 1, 2, 3, 4, or up to 10. I don't know what level till what is the staircase in the case of India, but
Mm.
they do not want any country, whatever friend it is, to show them that we are the bosses, we are the boss. That is the basic thing. And it is correct. If somebody kills a person in a different country, he should be accountable. That how can he do like that? There are laws, there are legal laws. For example, suppose now I have a case pending with India, they will send some hired killer and kill me. This is not acceptable in the Committee of Nations. In
So,
the Committee
Dr.
of
Saab, Indian effort to malign the image of Canada through fake news and using hundreds of X account and YouTube footages for hours regarding the clash between Hindus and Sikh community in Canada, that would not imperil the relationship between Hindus, Sikhs, and Muslims and Canadian Christians in Canada. That is a sort of attack on Canadian internal matter and their political and social cohesion, which is a sort of a security threat.
In Canada already, as per my knowledge and information, is that the Sikhs and the Hindus there is a lot of difference now because of these things happening, and it is going to slowly affect all over the world. And already, because of the action on the Sikhs in 1980s, and it was already there. Now it is a question of time. It's a question of time. That the Sikhs will again rise after a certain period of time, and whenever they get the opportunity, they will hit back. That is it. That is what happened in the case of Canada. After how many years again the Sikhs have started again asking and demanding for what they were demanding at that time. And because they were not able to get justice from the Indian system. So, that is also a reason for it, because those people were not, it was whoever, in particularly in the case of Delhi Sikhites, the politicians at that point of time were involved. They were not imprisoned. Nobody was, put into jail except for one or two, but the majority of them, we know, because at that time, we know that, we had a business, for example, and we used to invariably come to Delhi. And I remember, my father, who's not in this world now, and my elder brother, he was in a five-star hotel in Delhi, and he on telephone will tell us that, on the in the at 1984, right, they saw right from their window of the hotel, the Sikhs were caught, who were on scooters, and petrol was put on top, and they were burnt. So
Oh.
all these, yes,
Hmm.
but no, nobody was made accountable. So these things are there, in history. Today you do something, it will come 10 years down the line, somebody will try to, make you accountable whenever he gets the opportunity. This is law of nature. This is a law of nature, and this is what happens. And when justice does not come, to through the proper channel, I can say, whatever it is. So they didn't do it. So this is all it is all bent up. This is all pent up in the people, in the Sikhs particularly, at that our rights. Same thing is, same thing is, let us say, in today now they are doing to Muslims in India. 10 years down the line, it may boomerang in such a manner that India will break up,
Hmm.
because a lot of Muslims I have seen, because our business people, they are the Muslims who can afford it are shifting outside India, whatever small way, big way, they are shifting. And something has to work. These things happen, and they can't get away with all these things. You see, this is very important. We have to understand that. And the other side is
Hmm.
that maybe the West wants India to do certain things. It has refused. If you see lately, they have tried to mend the relationship with China, and
Hmm.
up till now, we were seeing last 2 3 years they took advantage of Russia. They took advantage of everything, and now they didn't do it. They didn't deliver to the West. So now they are telling them, okay, you didn't deliver. Now you get this, second, third, fourth, fifth. If they don't mend their ways, they will go to the whole bloom. And
So
if they do
therefore,
any,
therefore, Doctor Saab, we can say that it is carrot and stick policy from the United States of America, Canada, and its allies.
yes, they act together. You have to see the world history. You are a person who educates people on the world history and all these things, in particular in America and all. What is their history? Their history is like that. You know, let us say, UK. UK acts only when America acts. You know, they are a group, Europe and UK and America, and they have included Australia. They are a very closed group in this manner.
Hmm.
So they act as a group. It is
Hmm.
not like our OIC countries. One is talking another one thing, another is talking another thing, another is talking another thing. Everybody wants to be the leader. Here they know America is the leader. Lately, in the case of Russia, there had been differences here and there, but basically they are same.
Hmm.
And I think this is my feeling that, because China, they wanted against China. Now you have to seeing India is mending its way with China,
Hmm.
and is maybe because of pressure of Russia, because Russia wants China.
Hmm.
So they are trying to balance it, but America was trying to do it, in a different manner.
Ajay, Doctor
For
Saab, do you
example,
not think that such policies would literally eliminate the influence of Americans over India? And you believe that Americans they have a say on Indian authorities, and as far as Indian held Kashmir is concerned, their leadership is concerned, it can be relieved from the Indians if Americans they influence the Indian authority. So, do you not think, I mean, such policies of the West would at least create a distance between India and the West, and India might tilt towards Russia and China more?
No, further, if I see it through my Kashmir perception, we will be happy that America will be balanced in a man that it doesn't blindly follow whatever India says. It questions it
Hmm.
for certain things because it has lately not questioned it on
Hmm.
any action in Kashmir. Even in 2019, to a certain extent, it did, but
Hmm.
after that, it did not. So they are getting away with all these things. But this may give us an advantage in the sense that they will be questioned.
Hmm.
They will be questioned. And you see, India can't at this point of time, the world has not yet reached a stage where they can oppose American policy internationally. You can see in BRICS, for example, they try to do that, having a different currency. One warning, everything was, Trump,
Only one warning.
isn't it? One warning. They told to India, if you do this trade in this thing, we will then do the necessary action. They
Hmm.
are going to, and Trump is a person who will do it. Who
Hmm.
doesn't? Today also I saw a report that he has said that we will charge the same thing what India charges on our imports, on our exports. It will be reciprocal. His person who is nominated for commerce, he supported it. He said every action of ours will be reciprocal. You give us relief, we will give you relief. It is a business like
Hmm.
because Trump is a businessman. He will say that okay, I give you this relief, you give me. No, it cannot be one sided. The
Hmm.
same actually it is that is his policy with China also. It is not that it is with specific to India. It's a policy with China, Brazil. Because Trump has a feeling as a businessman that all the world has mistreated America. They have taken advantage of all our this largesse, you can say, and he is like that, and the policy is going to be like that. So for us, for Kashmiris, I would feel that it is at the present the only country which can force India into something. No other country can.
Hmm.
Yes, there was a country like China who
Hmm.
could have forced it. They had on one side, but your country gave them a ceasefire. So
Hmm.
that is it. Finished story ends there. So
Hmm.
this is what I'm trying to say. They
By the
can
way,
they
by
can
the way, now
yes.
United States of America is also pressurizing Pakistan, and Matthew Miller also has given a statement that we demand investigation, Pakistani side of investigation regarding irregularities in elections as per the demand of the constitution or as per the articles of the constitution. So it is a sort of a pressure on Pakistan as well. So
Yeah, it is going to be like that. It's going to be like that. And that is, you see, for example, that's why I wrote the latest tweet of mine. I think you saw that when I wrote that America is in a position to make some difference, and we Kashmiris know whoever is a diaspora in Kashmiri, we are a small number. We are not so big number as a Pakistani diaspora, but we know that America is the only country which can make a difference.
hmm. Doctor, thank you very much for your time. Thank you for sharing your analysis with our viewers. And hopefully, next week we will also take your interview regarding different topics as well. We know that you are a very busy person, but this is a humble request that you must give us a little bit time, at least once in a week.
Thank you, sir. Anytime, sir. Thank you very
Thank you
much.
very much, sir. Take care. Assalamu alaikum.